Hello guys, welcome to Salequest channel. So today we are going to talk about the biggest content delivery network, which is Cloudflare. We all know Cloudflare. So most of you, when you visit a website, maybe or an application, you visit ChatGPT, or you visit DeepSeek AI, or you visit Google, or you visit any kind of website, and you notice that the website is telling you that before you enter, you should verify, or as you want to log in, you should verify if you are human. So you now click on this to verify yourself. Now, something is happening behind the scene which you don't know, and that is done by the what? By the Cloudflare. So the Cloudflare is a security layer between the visitor, you the visitor of the website, and the server. You now you want to enter the website so that you can communicate with the server, so that you can fetch something, some data from the server, you understand, or so that you can input some data into the what? Into the server. But the Cloudflare there is a protective layer, is a shielding layer that is protecting the website from bad peoples, you understand, so that bad people will not have access to that kind of website, or so that they will not attack that kind of website. So this Cloudflare is one of the biggest security measures that a modern website must have. 90% of modern websites that we have that are popular globally nowadays, ranging from Google, Amazon, Stripe, PayPal, all those websites or all those applications use Cloudflare. The reason they use Cloudflare is because it is very, very rigid. It is one of the robust content delivery network security. So today we are going to discuss about it in full details. Now, let's talk about Cloudflare in a brief way. So let's say, for example, now Davido wedding last year. So Davido wedded Chioma last year, and one thing we notice about it is that not everybody were allowed to enter the party venue. Only the invited people were allowed to enter the venue. Now, that is the same thing that Cloudflare is trying to do. So Cloudflare will allow only users of that application to enter, not the bad guys that want to come and scatter the place. You understand what I'm saying? So it will checkmate them. So by you accessing this, you are what? You are checkmating yourself whether it should allow you or not. So if you're a bad guy, it will send you back. If you're a good guy, it will allow you to what? To enter. So that is how Cloudflare works. So let's explain Cloudflare. So Cloudflare is just a big CDN, that's content delivery network, that sit between the visitor. Who are the visitor? We are the visitor, and the what? And the web server. So anytime you want to visit a website that have Cloudflare, the Cloudflare will first block us. It's like a police that do stop and search. So the police will first stop you and say, okay, wait, before you enter this estate, wait. So they will not search all your car, they will search all your body, search everything. Then when they notice that you don't have anything harmful, anything bad, they will allow you to enter the estate. But when they notice that you have something harmful, what will they do? They will bounce you back, or they will send you, or they will arrest you. So that is how Cloudflare also work. So the major purpose of Cloudflare is to shield or protect the website from hackers. And apart from that, it is also to speed up the website. So now let's talk about why modern websites use Cloudflare. Why do modern websites use Cloudflare? So as you all know that Cloudflare is just like an intermediary between the visitor, you the visitor, and the web server. So number one thing that make modern website to use Cloudflare is it improve performance and speed. How does Cloudflare improve performance and speed? How? So Cloudflare improve performance and speed because it has a cache, and this cache is the one that fetch images, CSS content or JavaScript contents, and some tedious code from the server, so that the users of the website can easily fetch any data from the server. You understand? So it fetch some data into a temporary cache, so that users of the website will not take time for them to fetch and to get that kind of data. For example, you visit Amazon website, you notice that all the products came out at once. Now, most of those products were coming from server, and what make it to be very, very fast for them to come up, as many as they are, was because of the content delivery network, which is Cloudflare. So Cloudflare already have a cache that actually store those things so that it can easily show you on time. Then number two, it enhances security. So this is one of the biggest things that we want to discuss about. So it enhances security. And one of the things that Cloudflare protects the website from is DDoS attack. What is DDoS attack? It means distributed denial of service attack. Now, this kind of attack is when hackers flood a website, you understand, with a fake logins or a fake identity or a fake request. Now, we all know that for whenever you are connecting to a website, you are using port 80 and port 443. Now, these two ports are majorly for connection and for transfer of data. That's why we call it transmission control protocol. Now, hackers can actually flood port 443. And when they flood port 443, they will flood it to the extent that fake logins will occupy the bandwidth. And once it occupies the bandwidth, maybe that website is 1 terabyte website or 2 terabyte or 3 terabyte storage website. Once it floods the terabyte, the server will just be down. Wow. And the moment the server is down, nobody, real users will not be able to enter the website again at that moment. And they will not be able to do anything at that moment. And there will be complaint. And that kind of thing can actually what? Can actually break a complaint or a big organization. So another thing there is that another way that it improves security is that it's added WAF, which is Web Application Firewall. So Web Application Firewall that Cloudflare has make it to block SQL injection. Now, what is SQL injection? Let me show you a sample. So SQL injection is just like hackers can just come to a login page. This is a login page. So instead of them fetching or logging in their details directly, so they will just type something like this. So this is an example of SQL injection. Now, once they type something like this, they will click on login, they will verify that they are human, they will click on login, boom, without putting any password, they may just put a random password. Now, this is an SQL injection. If this login page is not sanitized enough and it allowed this thing to enter, that means they were logging as normal user. And what this SQL code is actually talking about is that log me in as number one users. Log me in as number one user. So once they were able to log in, and that means they will be able to bypass a lot of things. So one of the things that Cloudflare will do is that it will protect, because it has WAF. You understand? Web Application Firewall. It will block it. Anybody that enters, it will block it to not allow the person to use something like this. Then another thing that they can do that the WAF can block is SSX attack. Now this attack is when hackers try to inject malicious JavaScript code into the input feed. Like this one now. Instead of them typing this, they'll just type alerts. They'll just type something like this. Script, then alert, act, blah blah blah. Now this one will pop up. So this one now can be reflected, you understand, can be reflected SXL or DOM XSL, whereby any user that visits this website, the user will just see a pop-up that will show that this website has been hacked or hacked. You understand? So this is one of the things that Cloudflare will also block using its own WAF. So another way that Cloudflare protects the websites against some security measure is it give free SSL and TLS. Now, what is SSL? SSL simply means secure socket layer, while TLS simply means transfer layer secure. Now, the two of them, they work the same way. Now, the purpose of SSL is to encrypt the information. You know that when you visit the website, you are trying to communicate with the server. So whatever you are sending to the server, for anybody not to see, for anybody not to sniff it, for hackers not to sniff it, so there is SSL or TLS that encrypt it. You understand? So it will encrypt it so that nobody will sniff your message, nobody will know what you are trying to do on that particular website. So that's one of the things that Cloudflare we actually offer if it is used on the website. Now, number three, reliability and uptime. Sometimes your server may be down if such website have a Cloudflare, because Cloudflare has a cache that it's used for load balancing of traffic. So that website will still be partially available because there is a Cloudflare cache that has loaded some data. So users that visit that website at that particular moment can still be able to do some little things, if not all, because of Cloudflare. So that is, it is reliable and it's bring about uptime running. Then cost efficiency. Cloudflare is very cheap. In fact, it has free version, it has the paid version, which is the beginner version, which is $20 per month. It has $60 per month professional. It has a lot. So it is very cheap, and it offer and reduce usage bandwidth, you understand, based on it cache content. The another thing that Cloudflare, which is number 5, is bot and threat mitigation. Sometimes hackers can send spam to a particular website. They can send scrapers, they can send spam, they can send different kind of attack. You understand? Or they may even brute force. They may try to brute force this login page. They may try to brute force it using Hydra tools or different kind of tools that they can use. So what Cloudflare will do is to block them by setting rate limiting. Rate limiting means that, okay, maybe after 2 attempts or after 3 attempts, block the person. Block that particular IP that is trying to brute force here. Block it. So Cloudflare will also offer that. The another thing that Cloudflare offer is it supports masking of origin server IP. That is